Hi there, I trust you're doing well. It's always good to be back and spend time with you. I'm Kwame Benny Smith, an HR expert, and I want to specially welcome you to the third episode of the Job Hunt Preparation Series. This channel will be your human resources community for knowledge, expertise, and resources. If you are new or yet to subscribe to this channel, I'll be sharing a lot of resources, informative tips, and techniques relating to HR. As such, remember to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss anything I share on this channel. Don't forget to check the description section of this video for links to job postings as well as other resources I'll be sharing in today's session. In today's session, we want to continue with the simple strategies you can employ in order to get your career off to a positive start. Today's focus will be on the importance of emphasizing your skills during the interview and some of the simple ways you can improve your interviewing skills. So without wasting much time, let's get the ball rolling. As mentioned earlier in the previous episode, identifying your skills is very important in the job hunting process. It is also very important to emphasize them during the interview to show the employer what makes you different from all other job applicants. In today's competitive job market, companies search for the most qualified employees by weighing the skills of the candidates and determine how they would benefit the organization. Majority of the top companies search for employees who stand out based on their expertise, ability to bring on board new developments, and pleasant personalities that would enhance the organization. When it comes to the skills you possess, you can group them to three types. You have the knowledge-based skills, the transferable skills, and the personal traits. Knowledge-based skills are those learned from experiences. This may include educational attainment, additional training, seminars attended, and other skills that you have studied to enhance your expertise. Knowledge-based skills may also include computer and communication skills, marketing or managerial knowledge, product development, and many more. These skills vary depending on the industry field of each candidate. Transferable skills, also known as portable skills, are those you bring to a specific job. This is the reason why interviewers ask, what could you offer the organization? In answering such a question, you would have to fall on your identified transferable skills. Transferable skills are important because companies strive to look for quality employees who would improve the development of the workforce. Transferable or portable skills may include problem-solving skills, team leader potential, organization, writing and communication skills, customer service-oriented, time and project management, and being good with numbers and budget. These kind of skills vary depending on the experience and versatility of each job candidate. Personal traits, on the other hand, determine who you are. In a job interview, one of the most common questions an employer asks is, tell me something about yourself. Your response is vital because it will set the tone for the rest of the job interview. Personal traits include having a good judgment, being well organized, analytical, goal-oriented, flexible, creative, and many more. Try to sell yourself in as modest as possible within a limited time. In order to provide an impressive presentation, examine your resume or CV and list all the skills you have used for each past job experience. Make a comprehensive list of your skills and strengths, which would include personal traits, knowledge-based, and transferable skills. This will be the basis for your personal commercial. Once you have completed your script, you're now ready to face the interviewer. Remember that employers are always interested in your accomplishment. Use words that are concise, direct, and clear. Although many companies require a unique set of skills, you should still highlight your technical skills in the interview. These skills which top companies usually seek for include leadership, communication, confidence, flexibility, and problem-solving skills. Emphasizing your strengths and skills during your interviews will increase your chances of landing the job you really want. Now let's look at some of the ways to improve your interviewing skills. It doesn't matter if you are planning to apply to a $1 million company or a small independent firm. When you face an interviewer, the most important thing is how you present or sell yourself. This can be the deciding factor on whether or not you will get a job. The next step is to prepare for the interview, so you are ready when you get a call. We will discuss this subject into details in a later episode. This particular episode is to give you an overview of how to address an interview. On a high level, when you do get a call to attend an interview, ensure to follow the following. Respond promptly and remember to be friendly and polite to the assistant or receptionist when setting up your appointment. Always be on time to the interview. Turn off your phone to avoid unnecessary distractions and to make you look professional. Dress appropriately. Make sure you are well groomed and be conscious of how you carry yourself throughout the interview. Remember, your appearance will be the first thing to make an impact on your interviewer. Research the employer to know as much about the company as possible before the interview. You don't want to appear unprepared when they ask you questions like how you heard of them, what you know about them, or the position you are applying for. Always maintain a good eye contact. Give the interviewer a firm handshake if necessary, a friendly smile, and a polite greeting. Sit only when you are asked to do so, and don't forget to thank them for taking the time to see you. Whilst it is impossible to know exactly what questions your interviewer will ask you, you can actually predict some, if not most of them, during your preparation using the job description and person specification. We will discuss this into details in a later session. It is a good idea to prepare answers to a few basic questions so that you don't get caught off guard. During the interview, answer the questions briefly and accurately. The key is to be honest. Make sure that as a prospective employee, you impact to your future employer who you really are and what you can do for the organization, not the other way around. Stay positive and don't give a bad impression about your previous employer. A lot of people do that when given the opportunity to explain why they want to leave their current organizations or why they left their previous organizations. If you are applying for your first job, don't let your lack of experience hinder you. What you lack in experience, you can make up for in confidence and your eagerness to learn, which can actually give you an advantage over even more experienced applicants. Put yourself in the employer's shoe. Ask yourself, if I were on the other side of this desk, what questions would I look for in a potential employee? Can he contribute to the development of the organization? As you near the end of the interview, make sure that all the bases are covered. Now isn't the time to discuss or even ask about your salary and the benefits that you will receive once employed. There is plenty of time for that once you do get a position and you are discussing the job offer. Wrap up things by summarizing your strengths and pointing out your positive traits. Finally, as the interview comes to an end, make sure to thank the interviewer again for his time or her time, thus leaving a lasting impression. After the interview is over, don't forget to follow up by sending a thank you note. Thank the interviewer for their time and for giving you the opportunity. This is a great way to remind them that you are very interested in their position or the role. This brings us to the end of episode 3 of the Job Hunt Preparation series. In the next episode, we'll be looking at how to create an ideal CV or resume. Stay tuned and ensure not to miss this episode. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell button to be notified every time I release a new episode. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you give us a like, go ahead and drop your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.